fields are empty. The grass has dried out a little bit from the rain 2 days ago. The temperature is about 55. The sky is overcast. It's a perfect day to fly. It's a little breezy out on the athletic fields this afternoon. That's because it's an afternoon in April, and our maximum allowed launching wind speed is 8.9 meters per second. That's 20 miles an hour. So let's see how we're doing. So we're gusting up close to 8, 7 maybe, but we still seem to be in the allowed range. We'll try not to launch during a gust, and we'll see what happens. Okay, I'm about ready to go. Our rocket, named Philander 1, has a rocket motor in it. Has 3 or 4 sheets of wadding, the parachute, the altimeter, which is synced to my telephone, and is ready to launch. So I'll go take care of that now and get it set up on the launch pad. Okay, Philander 1, Flight 1. Start the altimeter recording. Altimeter is recording. Safety key in. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. Oh, it went high. The parachute came out, but did not open. Okay, we have a partially successful flight. The rocket launched, and it didn't go too far because of the wind. That's partly because the parachute came out, but did not open. The shrouds evidently were tangled up. I'm going to need to straighten them out. There's something else I'm going to need to fix too, and that is that when it landed, the fin broke off. It's just being held on by paint now, and so I'm going to have to re-glue it and reset it and let it set for a bit before I can fly this again. But it worked. So let's see what else we can do. One thing I always do is I always bring a repair kit, including glue, so I can glue fins back on. So I'm going to glue the fin back on, and we'll let it sit in the car for a little bit, and we'll try to fly it again if we can. Here's the altimeter data from the Philander 1 flight. The maximum altitude is about 43.9 meters, and it comes down almost as fast as it went up because the parachute didn't deploy. When we named the other rocket Philander 1, you may have wondered whether there was a second rocket, Philander 2, and the answer is there is. I built this without showing it to you. It's somewhat larger, and it has one of these nose cones that flares out, and in the side here, in the cargo compartment, is a place for a video camera to take flight video. It's a sort of a new design for this, and I want to test it out. There's several things that I have to get right. So, for example, if you look here, the launch lug can't just be a tube glued to the side of the fuselage. It has to stick out a little bit. These little things actually are separated from the tube. And the reason, of course, is that the launch rail has to get past the larger diameter nose section. Okay, so we're gonna load this up. We're gonna get the video camera running, and we're gonna try to launch it. We're gonna launch it with an A83 to begin with. That probably won't take it very high. It's about 50% more massive than Philander 1, but it may still give us some nice video. We'll see. Okay, I have a rocket motor here. I have the igniter in there. It's a little plastic plug that goes in there to hold the igniter in. And I have wadding in the fuselage and the parachute, and I've tried to take care that the shroud lines are not tangled up too much. Now, there's a procedure that I'm going to have to do that's a little bit different. Before I launch this, I have to take the nose cone off, and there's a little bit of paper napkin in there, paper. It's actually Kleenex. There you go, fish that out, and then there's the camera. I have to turn the camera on before I launch it, and then I have to put it in, put things back in, and then tape the nose cone off so that when the parachute the nose cone on, so that when the parachute deploys and this whole front section comes off, the camera does not tumble out. So here, I turn it on, I hold the power button down until the light flashes. Ah, there it is. There it is. Lights on. And then I'll hit the mode button. And okay, let's try this again. Unfortunately, what I'm doing right here doesn't quite work. Okay. So I'll slide it into the rocket, and it slides into a space that's specially designed so it doesn't wobble around. And I'll hold it in place with this bit of Kleenex here, and I'll put the nose cone on and tape that to the rocket body motor so that it doesn't come out, and I repack the shock cord, and then I'll launch. Okay, we're finally ready to go. Safety key in, launch range clear, armed, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Oh, it went up. And the parachute deployed. It's beautiful. And it was indeed beautiful, but unfortunately, the camera was not set correctly and did not operate. Well, it didn't go very far on the first flight, but here it is. So wave at the camera, and we'll turn the camera off and we'll get it ready for another launch. Actually, I seem to be having trouble with the camera on Philander 2, but Philander 1 has been re-glued, and see a little bit of extra glue there. They've been re-glued, and the fin seems to be on pretty well. So we're going to launch it again. This time we're going to launch it with a B66 engine, and we'll see if it goes higher. It went about 43 meters before. We'll see if it'll go higher than that this time. The altimeter is all set. I'll get it set up and I'll press record, and we'll take a look. No good launch video for the second flight of Philander 1, but here's the data. It goes much higher, over 140 meters. Its maximum speed is 220 kilometers per hour, and we can see that after the parachute is ejected, it descends much more slowly than it takes off. The entire flight time is almost 45 seconds. According to the altimeter, the second flight of the Philander 1 went to 140 meters, which was pretty darn high. Meanwhile, a little juice from my car has charged up the camera. We're going to try another flight of Philander 2. This one has a B6 motor in it as well, B66. So, armed, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, launch. Oh, it went up well, went up beautifully. And the parachute deployed. What more can you want in a launch? Well, one thing we might have wanted was some good flight video. But it wasn't to be this time. The cameras are a bit finicky, and never did make it work. Well, we've flown each of our rockets twice, each with a smaller engine and a larger engine. We've repaired the fin breakage on Philander 1, and I think we fixed a camera problem with Philander 2. Well, we won't know until we check it back at the lab. But I think that's it for the day. So, may all your rockets fly and all your parachutes deploy. By the way, it's always nice to sort of pick up the litter that you've left behind. In my case, I've got several of those little plastic plugs and several igniters that were sitting in the grass beside the launch pad.